Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.
So this is EJ Boxing Live, and here the former IBF two-time heavyweight champion of the world, Chris Byrd, the bird's eye view. And so Chris, obviously we just found out the passing of Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker got hit by a truck. Tell us your memories of him, and obviously you've known him, you've been friends with him for many years, and tell us, tell us what you're going through, and what did Pernell mean in boxing?
Oh man, Pernell Whitaker, Sweet Pea. Oh my goodness, I'm an amateur guy, so I remember him from amateur as a kid, little kid, growing. You know, he not only Olympic gold medalist, but world champ, silver medals in the world championships, world tournaments, beating Cuba, Russia, all that stuff. So, and then see him as a pro after the Olympics, and making adjustments, watching him, because I was left-handed, so, I had some pretty, decent moves, but I was about Pernell Whitaker a lot, and I thought, for myself, I could be something in boxing if I could follow him. And Pernell Whitaker was a defensive wizard. Just the man, Hall of Fame or everything. He was boxing, and it's just unfortunate that that happened. But that's just life. Life after, I guess, you die, and that's it. But he left great memories, man. That's for boxing. If you bring up defense, and the best defensive guy, he's at the top, top of the list every time. So, he was special to boxing, and he's gonna be missed. I love Pernell Whitaker, and I do have one thing about Pernell Whitaker. It was the Olympics, and in 1992, after I fought my quarterfinal fight, him and Evander Holyfield come running up to me. I seen them coming to me, and I'm getting out of the ring, and I'm walking toward the locker room. I see those two come to me, and they were like, wow. Two guys I admire like crazy. Evander Holyfield and Pernell Whitaker come up to me and say, wow. Telling me how good I can fight, and I reminded them of Michael Nunn. They thought I fought a little bit like Michael Nunn, and they were like, wow, you are incredible. And that's special to me for the rest of my life. That's in my memory. I can see those two coming up to me, and I'm like, wow, Pernell Whitaker and Evander Holyfield. Wow. That's for me, that was the dream. So, that's just a special guy, especially in the ring, and God bless his family, and may he rest in peace.
Absolutely, man. I know you're a busy guy, and more than you're gonna find out. In my opinion, they had Roy Jones the best fighter in the 90s. But arguably, when me and my guys actually look back at it, it was between Roy Jones, Pernell Whitaker, and Evander Holyfield, because of the decision with Chavez and the decision with De La Hoya, which escaped him. But most ever observers had him winning that fight. But I think if you look back at it, I think he had a big claim to be the pound for pound, the best fighter of the 90s.
Oh, easy. Easy. That's Pernell Whitaker. He's at the top. You gotta give it to him. I know they say Evander, he fought some fights. It was great. And Roy put on a show, but Pernell, we waited for him. That's the guy. I would say Pernell Whitaker.
Absolutely. So what are you doing with yourself now? Like, I haven't seen you on YouTube for a while with the bird's eye view. What you doing?
I'm coming back with it. I was in a lot of pain. I mean, tons of pain, like chronic pain, and in my foot and other places. But I'll be back. I may surprise you too.
What do you mean? You talking about on the channel, or come back as a fighter?
I'll be back.
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what? The other day, I think I saw you in someone's corner the other day. I think you was training a fighter. Is that right? I saw you on TV the other day. I think it was like 2 months ago. I'm not too sure. Were you helping?
I was training a lot. I was training certain guys, and the pain. I can't do them a good credit. One, and two, it's hard. I'm a defensive guy, and I can tell you, guys don't want to learn defense at all. I'm like, really? And then when I show them, I mean, then they're surprised after they get it, and then they don't want to do it. I'm like, this is a sport where you get damage.
Yeah. And
all the best fighters are defensive guys. If you look at Lomachenko, he got one loss over Errol Spence and whoever else undefeated. But especially Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, they got him number one. Why? Because of defense.
Oh,
that's the only reason.
You talking about Lomachenko?
Guy out there.
Oh, you talking about Lomachenko, right?
Yeah, you got one loss. How you pop on the fast? I don't care when you lost. You still got one. That's sacred to us. You get to owe us everything. So I don't care if it was just a fight you put online. That's your fault.
Yeah. You know what? That's the argument right now. People are arguing that Canelo is pound for pound number one, and I'm like, no. I'm serious.
I love the kid.
Yeah, go
got one loss.
That's what I'm saying. Like Canelo, right? In terms of there's dubious decisions, and now he's the franchise champion. And then you have Bud Crawford. He's done everything right. Bud Crawford, like, and okay, I did mention Lomachenko. Who would you, out of top three pound for pound, would you say now? Go ahead.
Oh, top three is those three I just mentioned.
Go ahead.
I got Terrence Crawford 1.
Yeah.
Errol Spence 2, and I can't say. I mean, it's not great, undefeated guys, but the ones I see on TV, because I'm not gonna discredit the guys that don't get no props and they world champion, they doing their thing. I won't discredit them either. So the ones I see, Terrence Crawford, yes, I think he's pound for pound best right now. If we go with pound for pound, all three of them, equal. Lomachenko there, and there's other guys too. I can't even think of them right now. So
the Japanese guy, you talking about Japanese guy? The Japanese guy, you talking about Inoue?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of guys. Honestly, I hate the pound for pound thing. I just think all these guys can fight because it's all about a style matchup and how they look against. Some guys look good in some fights, some guys don't. Some guys are average all the way across. I mean, some guys are brilliant. So everybody, it's a lot of talent out right now. That's the one thing I'm excited about boxing. And there's more and more talent coming up.
Yeah, I agree with you. They ain't no Pernell, but they pretty good. Like, I think Bud Crawford.
Yes.
But Bud Crawford is like, he's the closest to, because he's orthodox, and I think he fights out of southpaw now all the time, and he's pretty devastating with it. You know what I mean?
He is. He is. But it's little things that you see with Bud, and you're like, he's getting away with it.
Yeah.
He hit more than he should. And, get certain guys, because sometimes he can just get in there and try to rumble a little bit and fight and get hit with shots that he shouldn't. But, he's getting away with it, so...
Yeah, but real quick in that, because obviously you're the division, you're a former champion yourself. In my opinion, should be going to the Hall of Fame. I told people all the time, you're the first guy to beat Vladimir Klitschko, and then the way you schooled David Tua, you know what I'm saying, that was remarkable. The way you did it, and Evander Holyfield, you know what I'm saying, like, you got to be up there. Like, so in the heavyweight division right now, you just saw obviously our guy over here, Anthony Joshua, lose to Andy Ruiz, and then you see Wilder stretched out Brazil, Tyson Fury anyway. Where do you see these guys, and if they matched up Fury, Wilder, Joshua, who comes out the winner?
Oh man, it's crazy. All of them. I mean, honestly, Deontay Wilder is the scariest guy that probably the heavyweight division ever seen, as far as power goes, as far as how far, how thin he is. He's 6'7", he can carry it. But the smartest one, Tyson Fury, and because he has a boxing mind, he ain't trying to knock you out. He can talk trash and say he'll knock you out all day. His whole thing is, I can go 12 rounds, and a man like that can go 12 is dangerous because your ass better train hard, because if you don't knock him out, he's 6'9", he gonna screw you. So, and he's the heavyweight division right now. I don't care. Deontay Wilder gotta knock him out again because he's losing, and this is crazy. And I gotta tell you a story about this. Layman Brewster called me a week before the fight and we talked about the fight, and we talked about how Deontay Wilder gonna knock out Tyson Fury. Man, he's gonna stretch, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. I watched the fight. I watched him fight. I watched Tyson Fury fight the day of the fight. He's gonna fight Deontay Wilder. I watched him fight Christian Hammer. I'm watching the fight, and I'm like, I call Layman, and I said, he gonna beat Deontay Wilder. He's like, man, you crazy. I said, I'm telling you, he gonna beat you. And sure enough, he beat that boy, but he, he the only one in the division that's boxing. Think about it. I'm a pure boxer.
Yeah.
I'm 6 foot and a half. If I was 6'9", I'd be still champion, heavyweight champion, easy. Believe me, I'm at 50. I'll be, and I'm 48, about to be 49, but I'll be champion. Because everybody out there, they fighting, they don't know how to box. That's why Andy Ruiz is going to be champion for a minute. He got hands on him. He's smart. He kicks and punches. These guys don't know. I'm looking at Anthony Joshua. I'm like, what? He's 6'6". They said, disgrace to have a guy 6 foot hit you with a jab.
Yeah.
That's a disgrace. I would smack his ass. I would be like, what the hell are you getting hit by him for? This is a height thing. This is heavyweight division. This is a height and reach thing. If you keep your height and reach, Vladimir Klitschko, you can reign for 10 years. I'm telling you, this is how boxing is. I've been in boxing since I was a little boy. It's a style matchup. I don't care how much power you got. I don't care what you do. If the style's gonna throw you off, like Tyson Fury got this little janky style, but he's 6'9", and he stayed with his style the whole time. He boxing, he jabbing, he using his feet. And he know he's going 10 or 12 rounds, so he'll outbox you. He'll talk trash all day. Hey, he can talk, he's backing it up. That's heavyweight boxing. And I know it's about one punch. And Deontay Wilder, that's why he's scary. He got that one punch, but he still got some inexperience in him. I mean, we are, all of us, 90 heavyweights, 90s and 2000s, we look at him like, man. He can punch, but man, he got a lot of flaws. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's just inexperience, and that's it takes time to get that real sharpness about you. It just takes time. I mean, I'm boxing outside. When you told me you know 17, 18 years old, I have a lot of years of issue. So, it's different. But I'm not saying these guys aren't good. I mean, it's the era, and I'm not comparing eras. I'm just saying in this era, you killing it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. They go against Ike Kabuche, David Tua, Vitaly Klitschko, Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Even Lamont Brewster, yourself. It ain't easy. It ain't easy.
Even not those guys.
Yeah.
We'll go with just the young heavyweights. I got a book with 100 heavyweights. It's me. It was me, Galata, Kirk Johnson, and the big tall got knocked out by Lennox. I can't think of his name now.
You talking about Michael Grant? Michael Grant, yeah.
Michael Grant. 4. That was 4 of us on the front cover. George Foreman had just beat Maurice, and they said the search for the next great heavyweight. There was 100 heavyweight. 100. I'm like, what? Everybody's laughing, and I knew every one of them because I'm like, oh, they coming from everywhere. So we were loaded in 90s, and we don't get no props for it. They keep bringing up 70s was great, but 90s had everybody in it. It was loaded.
Yeah, so, that's funny because like I looked at Lennox Lewis's era and your era. I'm like, y'all fighting some murderers, but it was this to do with Larry Merchant and Bill and Lamptey. Yeah. They were the ones in the commentary making certain things, saying certain things, especially after your win against Vitaly. You know what I'm saying? They were more making out like say he quit than the performance. You was busting him up, man. You was busting that boy up, bro. Right in close. He was fighting in the area where he didn't like it, where he was used to, in between his long arms, and you were putting hands on him, and he couldn't do it. And then he said his shoulder hurting, but they were taking they like that, and then you fought, and then he couldn't do it. Like them two are the brothers. They switch over. So the other brother, then you fight the other brother. You know what I'm saying? And then you did that too. Yeah, you didn't shy away from like, nah, I ain't gonna fight. No, okay, I'll fight him. I'll fight him. I'll fight Dave too.
No. Yeah. It wasn't even that.
No, go ahead.
I'll fight anybody.
Yeah.
I had to fight him. how crazy is this?
Yeah.
So his brother is #1 contender. So that means if he would have beat me, which was just a title fight, he was gonna fight his brother next.
They weren't good.
They put him #1.
Yeah, yes, they put him #1. That's what I'm saying.
I was like, what? And you should have seen the whole circumstance going to there. He had 2 fights in the exhibition. I had to sit for 9 months. Sit. I was supposed to fight with Lennox Lewis in London, and then we put Vladimir on the card. They switched. No, we don't want him. We'll put Vladimir, and we're going to push Vladimir now.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's the skin color, man. Come on. I'm just keeping it 100. That's what it is. I was like, wow, I wasn't the flavor at the time.
I agree with you. What do you think Joshua needs to do if he fights Ruiz again? Stay tall? Keep moving his head? What do you reckon he should do?
You're 6'6". I cannot believe a shorter guy is hitting you. You stay tall is an understatement. You big, strong guy. He knocked him down with a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can stay firm and plant and just stay tall in boxing. But he got to learn how to box because he's in a slugger mode.
Yeah.
Look the way he fights.
Yeah.
Look the way his stance is. He need to lean. He need to back leg it and learn how to do that and just relax. Because all he thinks is knockout instead of just let the knockout come. That's the thing. He got to learn it because guys like Andy Ruiz are coming. I mean, he's just a smart guy. If you notice how Andy Ruiz took Anthony Joshua jab away, he caught it every time. He ain't hitting with that jab. That's scary. Now you got to learn how to place that jab and connect and land with it now. Okay, every time you catch it, okay, I'm gonna feint, I'm gonna do something, double jab, do something, and be more athletic and active instead of just standing right in front of you. And prompting Andy Ruiz, the kid can fight. They said it's an upset. I'm like, really? He's 33-1. He fought for. Everybody thought he won the heavyweight title when he fought Joshua. The fight that. I mean, not Joshua,
Parker,
just
Joseph Parker. Yeah.
And Joseph Parker and Joshua fight was just a basic fight. I mean, it was good. Yeah. Two good guys fighting, and one guy edged him out every round. So it made it look like he beat him by a lot, but it really wasn't. So if you compare fights, who's better? I mean, don't look at somebody's size and think he can't fight. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what people do. I underestimating you. That's why you was able to do what you was able to do. I'm still with a wish that you and Roy Jones would have that fight, that super fight. You know, it would have been. That
would have never happened.
It would have been great for your career though, because it would have solidified you as, like, you know what I mean, you'd had like 2 belts at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Lennox Lewis, he dropped the belt. He didn't want to fight you. He said, I ain't fighting no southpaw. You know
So but check this out. So we talk about real unboxing. I love all these guys. But one thing I'm not going to be discredited about is I was willing to fight everybody. So if I'm willing to fight Vladimir or Vitaly Klitschko, you think I'm scared to fight Roy Jones or James Toney?
Nope.
Really? I tell people that all the time. Say, you really think I'm the one going to... I don't say nothing. When I was boxing, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say, I want to fight this guy. If he want to fight me, if it's up to Roy to fight me, we'll fight. Let's do it. They know I'm ready to fight. I'll fight anybody.
Yeah. I would have loved to see that fight. I think like in this day and age, in the social media age, they would have kind of determined, because he wasn't a big heavyweight and you're a very good boxer. I felt at the time when he won it, you know what I'm saying, he thought, okay, I've done it. There's too many beasts up here, because he just beat John Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? He said me this, there's too many killers up here. There's too many killers.
Man.
There's too many killers up here.
I would have loved to, just to pair up with Roy, because that man is fast. He can punch too. So it's just, I love taking the risk of fighting somebody that they say I can't do. I thrive on it.
Yeah,
I just, through my whole career, because when I first moved to heavyweight, I was scared. I was like, goodness, man, these guys are big. And, I didn't want to fight heavyweight. I didn't get signed after the Olympics, and I won a silver medal, and no major promoter came and talked to me. Not one promoter or manager. I was like, wow. So I'm fighting in a nightclub in my hometown. Nightclub, 250 people, Olympic silver medalists. See, a lot of people don't know this story.
What town you from? You from Brazil? Where you from? Detroit?
I'm from Flint.
Yeah, you're Flint. Yeah. Okay, Clarissa Shields town. Yeah.
Hey, look, if you think I'm lying, as Andre Durrell, Anthony Durrell, Clarissa Shields, they all know.
Mm-hmm.
I thought my little dusty 250 people hometown, Andre and Anthony were kids at the time. They used to come watch me fight. And, in a little dusty place. I fought my way out of there. I fought on the undercard of a USA Tuesday night fight, the walk-in bout. I'm an Olympic silver medalist, and I fought a guy named Waxham Fights, and they taped the fight, and they put it on. They taped it. They were like, wow, where's this kid been? He Olympic silver medalist at middleweight. He fight on at heavyweight now. I beat Waxham so good, they put me on. My next fight, I fought Arthur Williams on USA Tuesday Night Fight. Arthur Williams was my 11th fight. He had just lost the cruiserweight title, and then I beat him, and then that's where I started fighting on USA and started getting my name out there. And before I got on USA, a Tuesday night fight, I made $1,200 for an 8-rounder at heavyweight. $1,200, Olympic silver medalist. How crazy is that?
Yeah. It's a shame, man. But it's only gold. You're American. Like in England, if you got silver, man, you doing nice. Yeah, you well. But in America, shit.
I wish it was a Canadian promoter, the main promoter, and a guy was trying to tell him, you need to sign Chris Byrd, because they see me in the Canada Cup and then in the Olympics. And I was like, man. And he told me this. I'm 45 years old at the time when he told me that, and I still was dreaming. I was like, man, I wish he would have signed me. I would have had some backing behind it. I had no backing, nothing.
Yeah, I can see. I'm looking at your box rec, man. Most of the fights in Flint, Albany Hills. You fought in the Palace, man. You fought in the Palace. I started going to the Palace because I fought way out of Flint. Yeah. You start working. You done like most guys did, and then like your first big fighters in Ikabuchi was 9-0. You know what I'm saying? And then you bounce back from that. You know what I'm saying? And then you bounce from that, and then you beat Gleb Vitali, man. That right there, and that was your first world title. That right there is like, yo, that's just what I'm gonna say. Like your resume is Hall of Famer worthy, man. I mean, you the first guy to beat this guy that everyone guys said this guy was better than his brother. You beat him fair and square, right? You beat him, and then you went on to beat David Tua. You know what I'm saying? And then you beat Evander Holyfield. I mean, Evander Holyfield was one of the greatest of all time. Go ahead.
But bigger than that, I had a whole division on worry. Nobody wanted to fight me. And if they lied and said they wanted to fight me, they lying. Because nobody. When I fought on USA Tuesday Night Fight, either on the Saturday or Monday, I didn't know who I was fighting. Everybody. We was going through heavyweight after heavyweight. All them heavyweights I told you about, 100 heavyweights, and even more fringe heavyweights out there. It was hard getting for every single fight. I didn't know until the Saturday, the Sunday, or that Monday. I was like, or the day of the fight. I never knew. So I didn't know who to train for. I just trained. They say I'm fighting this guy. I was supposed to fight Trevor Burbick. I think I was, after I fought, fight Trevor Burbick, my first USA Tuesday night, my second USA Tuesday night fight after I fought Arthur Williams, I was supposed to fight Trevor Burbick. He kept turning me down. I'm like, why? I was 11-0. I mean, and I'm a middleweight. I didn't understand heavyweights because I came from middleweight. I thought everybody fought everybody. No. Like for the heavyweight, nobody wanted to fight. Matter of fact, nobody wanted to spar with me. I go to a gym, the whole gym wouldn't spar with me. I'm like, this is what a career is this? I can't get no fights. I can't get sparred.
Yep.
I can go through all this all day because I go through partners that I would say no names. They would question me. I called them for sparring. They questioned me because they heard about my defense.
Yeah.
I'm sparring with a guy, the heavyweight champion of the world, Paul, and ask him, can you hit him? My sparring partner, because he sparred with him before that. I was like, really? Really? That's why Ike went crazy after he beat me. He went crazy. He wanted everything. I don't know if you know the story on Ike.
No, tell the story.
Story on Ike.
Yeah.
Ike, before the fight, he jumped on his coach. He jumped on his coach, Curtis Cokes. He got cut in spine, so I thought the fight was off. I was like, okay, cool. Because mentally, your mind goes a different direction. You're like, okay. And then I hear the fight was back on because I guess they made okay, you get to the fight. The fight is on. And some stuff happened in training I ain't much about. But we get to the fight. He outside walking back and forth, looking at the sky. We drive up our camp. I'm like, man. And my dad was like, ain't that the guy you fighting? He just walking back and forth, looking at the sky. Back and forth. And we got it, van. I remember this. Got the van. He walking back and forth. We go check in, go upstairs, do stuff. We went and ate. He still was walking. We all came down. He still that we waited on the van to take us to go eat. He's still walking back and forth.
Damn, man.
I'm like, dang, this weird. So it happened. He catch me, and then afterwards, you see what happened. Ike would have been, man, he would have been a terror in the division.
Yeah.
And that's the guy I wish I could have had a rematch with. I was like, man, if I can get a rematch. But, Mike went on from that and was like, I beat the man. And I'm like, he beat the man, but they had me rated number 9. Mm-hmm. But I was the man because they know, and it was all defense. Yeah. I pride on defense. I love my defense. I love my vision and making guys miss and making them frustrating things. and knowing boxing. Because no way in heck I should have been in the division with all these big guys. Because after 1992, the world opened up, and people don't realize the world opened up to everybody after our Olympics in 92. Everybody turned pro. Heavyweights came from everywhere. Everybody. All the Russians turned pro. That's when it was time to do it. 88 was a boycott year, so nobody wanted to turn pro like that. But after 92, that's when the fighters from all over the world started coming. Everywhere. I was like, dang, that's why the heavyweight division was so loaded. Because you get all these foreigners now, they can fight their butt off. And they top amateurs, but they never turn pro. Yeah. Because of the circumstance of turning pro over here, especially like in America, to be the hub of boxing at the time. So it was it was just a crazy time, man. It was great being a heavyweight, though. Yeah.
I mean, look, man, you was 26-0 when you faced Ikabuchi, and he was undefeated. Yeah. 2 undefeated fighters, in their prime, getting it on. You know what I'm saying? Like Andy Ruiz and Joshua, at least they fighting undefeated fighters. Wilder, Fury in their prime, undefeated. Let's get it on. I mean, that's what they need to do and keep more of that and keep growing the sport. Like I said from the start, man. Like you one of the greatest fighters, and like a lot of people can learn from you. Like I said, like when you do your YouTube channel, like a lot of guys ask me sit back and watch how you break the fights down and really know and looking from a fighter's view who's been all that. Olympian, a 2-time world champion and stuff like that. So that, man, you keep doing your stuff now. We really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. You keep doing your thing too, brother.
Yeah. Well, last word in closing about your fellow friend, your good friend, Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. Give a shot.
Oh, closing?
Yeah, give me closing.
To me, not only the great defensive guy, but probably one of the greatest fighters ever. He meant so much, to the sport, but to me, because of my style, because being left-handed, and knowing him made it all special. So, blessings to his family. I pray for him. I pray, that, they get over the loss of a great champion. I pray for boxing. Hey, he was a champion. He's a Hall of Fame. We got to recognize these guys, in my opinion. This is my opinion of retired guys. Especially a high-level guy like that. No way in heck he shouldn't be working somewhere in boxing.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's what I'm saying. And analyzing, it's a shame Al Heyman, you know, never had Pernell. I know he had some other demons. I'm not too sure about, you know, house problems, but, you know, it's a shame, like you said. But, you know, regardless of that guy, he'll be remembered everywhere. Like, you know, as soon as it happened, everyone was just talking about. So I thought, for me, you know, on as a journalist, I'm gonna try to talk to the other fighters who actually knew him and actually try and get their take and some stories like you just gave us.
Yeah.
So, man, I really appreciate, you know, you giving us and stuff like that for yourself. And, like, whatever you're doing, Chris Byrd, man, we keep an eye, a bird's eye of watching and what you're doing, and all the best, man.
All right. Same to you, man.
All right.
Same to you.
Thanks, Chen.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, man.
Yep, no problem.
Bye-bye.
Later.
DJ Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.